man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
And we are live. What is happening, people? I'm John D. Contradiction, doing the intro thing that I like to do with my buddy Reckless here. And we are starting off pretty strong. Not starting off. It's like middle of the year. It's end of summer type stuff. But we're ending the year strong with the Manz Series. Today, we have a very special guest. Someone I'm very excited on a like awesome person level, but also on like a skill level of just like artist.
Most definitely
makes me nervous type thing, but on that type of level. But please
right now
introduce yourself to the people when they see this or who will be jumping in to watch and enjoy.
Word. My name is Daphya, and I rap. I also sing, but mainly I'm a songwriter. It's my main thing. I love writing, and
artiste.
Yeah, I'm a solo artist, but I'm also part of a group that just dropped an album called Ponyc. It's spelled Ponyc. The C is silent.
Hate it. I hate
It'll
the silence.
It'll all make sense soon. But it's the pride of New York, or you can say the pride of New York City in this case.
Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I was just like Pony. I just was like, this is silly. They put a C on it.
Yeah.
I was like, they just
we
did
were
that.
always Pony without the C, just online, because we were a collective of individual rappers that met up through a platform. And once we actually became a group for this actual music project, that's when the C came in. So, we switched it up a little bit.
Okay. I appreciate that. I like a good group effort, but it's also like, it's good when the group has so much diversity and the group has just so many different, like you're all talented, obviously, but the difference in talent is like, you all come from your own cut. You have your own, even though you guys are all high level, you all have just your own brand and it clashes well. A lot of the times, you get collectives and they all sound the same. And it's like, you don't know who's who and all sorts of shit like that. And you don't know who's strong. You know what I'm saying? It's not,
it's
not
so
really
hard for us to sound the same when there's 9 of us.
Yo,
it's so many of us.
But that's awesome though. But so I actually do have a lot of questions with this pony thing. I do have a funny thing I figured you'd enjoy on top of that though. But when I was recording the review, what's good, Bison? When I was recording the review and I was reading the name, because usually, we don't give a fuck. I'm just going to pronounce it incorrectly. I don't care. I'm just going to say some shit. So I had 4 or 5 takes of me Ponyc and just saying whatever came to mind. And then I was like, you know what? Because of my respect for y'all, I was like, let me go on this page because you guys have been promoting Ease a lot. And I'm like, someone's going to say it right. And I happened to jump on your page. It was that one where you're yelling and then you're like, oh, just kidding. I'm not really yelling, but this is for engagement. And then you said the C silent. And I was like, oh. So I was almost made a fool of myself, but it felt good to to get it right and get rid of all those takes because it was a lot of takes. But I'm going to start posting those bloopers.
We've been saying Pony C just so people know how to spell it, because if you actually go to iTunes, you do have to put that C in there.
You can't search Pony,
Yeah, that'll bring you a whole lot of different stuff.
Yeah, you're going to have a weird day. But, that's awesome, too. But in a sense, it's also awesome. You guys have enough firepower, though, especially you guys have been marketing the shit out of it. Man, maybe you can knock off a couple of those top ponies. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to get in that search algorithm, I fucking shortened my name, lengthened my name. I'm like, I got to do something so I could show up. There was a John D who was a guitarist or some shit, an old country dude. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
I thought you were gonna say an R&B singer. Who was that? John B.
John B. The truth.
John B. Sad.
Yeah. Yo. Oh man. You see, don't get me started. So don't get me started with shit. This is gonna be a tangent, and this is because I just learned. Before we dive into the question,
let's go with this.
This is how I live. This is the life I live. So speaking of John B, for those who know, if you're in the 30s range, you know who the hell he is. Yeah. And he was a white dude that had black women in a chokehold. You know what I'm saying? in a chokehold. And I learned, and he's still, you see him, you're like, bro, he gets his shape up every week. He's still got it. His cookout pass is infinite. So yesterday I'm hanging out with my homies and one of them said something about like he met someone who was like, oh, you know this guy. And he's like, yeah, my buddy's white. And he's like, oh, what kind of white? And he's like, spicy white. And I'm like, spicy white? What the fuck? He's like, oh, yeah, you know, like tattoos and like clean haircut. And I'm like, oh, I just learned something.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, so we don't know what John B is. I don't know if he's spicy white, but there's got to be a term for it. Anyways, let's get back to
ambiguous.
yeah. We're gonna throw it up in the air. We're gonna let people decide for us. But so to dive into the Pony release, since you know you brought it up first, and we were gonna dive into it. So I would like to know how to start. You know, how'd you guys? You said you met up on a platform, all 9, or was it like a couple? You know, give me a little timeline as much as you can.
So the platform is called Dominion Cyphers, and it's like I don't want to say a battle rap platform. It's more like a battle competition platform. So it's just like best verses kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, it's you're not going at each other, but it's whoever's. Right. Okay.
So they had a couple seasons, and Pony was one of the main, what they call prides. So they're just like, you know, teams basically. Mm-hmm. And so I think I came in season 3 when I was recruited. Then, you know, found out I can rap, because I actually knew Bison first, but I didn't know what Pony was, and I didn't know what Dominion Cyphers was. So Bison was part of a group called Super Hero, where they used to do weekly lives, and I was in the chat and they were talking about Pony, and I was just like, what's that? What's Pony? So didn't message me after and was like, it's something that you need to be a part of is what it is. And so I became the 12th member at that point. And then along the way, you know, a few people just had to, you know, leave for personal reasons or whatnot. But we came doing original music with 9 members still strong.
That's awesome. That's crazy. Yeah. So that's fairly new. Like that's kind of, you know, 3 seasons in, I'm assuming, you know, that's fairly new. But that's kind of dope. I mean, it's rare. And you guys just happen to be New York?
Yeah, we're all like born in New York. Or from New York or something. Yeah. But we're spread out. Yeah. Like, I mean, I literally just left the East Coast this year. So I'm in LA
actually
now.
Cali girl now.
Yeah.
That's sick, because like even that though, like that's the type of shit, like I've always been a fan of that kind of networking, and I love just online competition, whether it's at each other or not. Like grew up in battle rap, love that shit, love just you know the art of it, the sport of hip hop. But like seeing a platform put together something like that, like to me that's the power of like the internet that I feel like hip hop never fully tapped into. Because it's like, you know, there is an experience going to the studio with someone, you know, but the pandemic taught us that we can do a lot of damage from home. And I feel like that kind of brought us closer to the mainstream thing. Because, you know, we always heard stories of either artists had to fly each other out or they'd meet in their city. And this was like kind of us being like, oh, we could do what the new guys do, because they're just sending verses to each other and it's all about the engineer and shit like that. So seeing like an underground collective do stuff like that to me is kind of inspiring, because you always think like, oh, you know, these guys have millions of dollars and these great engineers and all sorts of, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, you know.
We just happen to have a great engineer name.
Yeah, and it's like a connected, like it's like an underground thing, you know what I'm saying, which is dope. I mean, that's fire. Like there's just the fact that like people can work together. It's fucking 9 of you. Like, you kidding me? That's crazy. I'm not
saying it was easy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's no way it was easy. But the fact that the project came together as good as it did, I was like, man, I'm fucking impressed. Like,
we were all like super happy with how it came out, and it took us a while, but there was no way we were gonna do something like that with so many of us in like 2 months, you know?
Yeah. Because it's like you got all these bullets, but there's only so much a gun can shoot out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and we didn't give you all the bullets either.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. But that's the thing too, because like, you know, people forget there's the producing side as far as like picking and choosing what you want to take out, editing, what sounds good, and then you got to go through like, oh, here's the rough drafts and shit like that. So it's like, running a rough draft, I'm picky enough with 9 people. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, but like to me, I was super impressed, because I was like, yo, the beats on here bang. Everybody stood out, which was dope. Like you know, some people, I don't even know, you know, I don't listen to a lot of the people on there individually, and I could tell voices, and you know what I'm saying? You know, I listen to a lot of music, and my brain's usually mush, but it's like, yo, I can hear these differences. I can hear these cadences, these presences. So that's, I mean, you guys got to fucking give yourselves a huge pat on the back, because that's incredible. And that's inspiring to a bunch of, you know, it's going to inspire a bunch of weird kids on iPhone microphones to record some bullshit, but good for them. You know, they're going to try, they're going to see it's possible. And that's what I like to see.
Yeah. I mean, it was crazy. Like, we debuted on iTunes at #1, and we didn't even.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah,
you guys
we didn't even see that happening, but we did. Yeah, and now we got new goals. We got Billboard goals, so we just.
Yeah, that's boots to the ground marketing too. Mm-hmm. You know, that's real fucking. I mean, really, like that's real marketing. You know, and then you see people with, you know, these people who buy fucking follows and shit with like 30,000 followers, and they're not fucking charting on anything. You know, no one's buying their shit. Real. They're not real. Yeah,
followers and
it makes you really think like you're only that much further away from, you know, hitting those Billboard numbers, because there is a prerequisite and shit like that. And you're like, then you start to think like, then the industry plant stuff comes in. You're like, now you start to look at artists like, these motherfuckers is faking. You know, they're faking it. Yeah. You know, but that's dope. You guys
need bodies, because if Pony goes on tour, we need to actually sell out, because there's a lot of us to fly out.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, Bison's all up in here. Yeah, top 50. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Like, that's dope. That just feels good. That looks good. You guys are pushing the hell out of it. My timeline, which is chaos, I saw a lot of it, and I'm like, dope. You know, it's good to see shit that like isn't me wasting brain cells on my timeline. So I was super hyped about that. But yeah, man, you guys fucking did the thing, and it's like, that's a good push. Like, once you get that fire under you, you know, it's like, then you get more creative. Then you know what I'm saying? Then you want to push forward. Then it's good to feel that, like, you know, even though you get a win, you want more, you know, and that's that fire.
I can't even front. This positive feedback is definitely like
awesome
fuel to the fire.
No, you guys are killing it. Yeah, bars. Now you guys are killing it. Now you guys are fucking killing it, and you guys should be proud, and you guys need to hear it, because it's like, you know, even from like the shit that we do, like, yeah, we shit on people sometimes, but we give people their flowers. You know what I'm saying? We give flowers too, because people need to fucking hear it, bro. We're all humans, and we're all working. We're all working, so we need to fucking hear it, you know? Yeah. So I'm not gonna shy from it. You guys all killed it all.
That's another thing. We're a whole team of grown ass adults with like jobs and families.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not just one society. We have millions to live, hang back, and do what we want. Yeah,
exactly. Like, we really worked to do this, you know, and put it together.
No, it's awesome. Like, you guys, as soon as when I listen to it, I'm like, man, I'm about to finish the 30 projects I got sitting in the cuff. You know what I'm saying? I haven't touched any of them, but I thought about it. That counts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that felt good. No, but it's inspiring. Like, that shit is super inspiring. I saw it and I was like, damn, man, I'm upset. I'm not in this group now. I'm fucking, but I'm just like, yo, that's sick. Like, I like to see that. And, you know, I see you guys all the time, like with, you know, barkeepers, and just, you know, I'm a fan. So when I follow you guys, I'm not blindly following, you know, because, you know, I'll keep it a bit. I don't follow everybody that I've seen on Barkeep. It's not my thing.
So many.
I just don't. I'm not even as hard. I'm like, no, I don't like your rap, sir. Like, no. I don't want this bullshit on my timeline. No, you know, but
should they post a lot? Damn.
Yeah, I'm like, hell no. You followed me. Thanks. Nah, but
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you know, people I follow, it's like, yo, I truly want to listen to them, and I like keep my fucking eye out. Like, I'm and that's just as a fan, not even on some like, oh, I'm gonna review it shit. Like, I listen to it on my own. I'm like, yo, this is dope. I was bumping you guys shit at the gym. Like, I'm like, this is, you know, I meant that first line. Like, when I was saying, it's like if Slaughterhouse opened up their school for the gifted young, you know, I was like, yo, it really, you guys really are like that. Like, you all have your own powers. You guys are all super fucking talented. And it was just like, this is dope. This is a dope community thing. Like, this is, to me, that's fire, bro. Like, if you guys threw a fucking block party show, that would be the only way to like icing, in the middle of New York. That's the icing on the cake. So it's like, but
don't give us ideas. We love ideas. Actually, a few of the members in Pony are actually meeting up this weekend in Philly for Dominion Cypher.
Awesome.
That's where, the whole thing originated.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it out, but I'm excited to see what happens over there.
But see that's sick. You still got, moving parts, even though, and in Philly, and funky ass Philly, you know what I'm saying? The land of neckbeards, but like, that's dope.
Yeah, we're always linking up here and there. Like I was with Bison just in July. He was out here in LA. We shot a music video. Like
that's awesome. Yeah. And that's another thing too, shit. That like, especially with Bison be linking up. He did that like Street 16, and then they're like hanging out eating chicken wings. And shit. I'm like, this is awesome. That's awesome, bro. Like that's work, and that's shit people need to see. You know what I'm saying? Like people need to see shit like that. Like, cause it's like we're not just online faces. Like people can link. You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, that's super dope though. I'm again, can't give it enough praise. You guys did your fucking thing.
We appreciate it for real.
Yeah, no doubt. So I wanted to get into, as far as that, I got my collective questions going. As far as your release schedule, like, well, I know you're working. Clearly, if you have time to work on a chaotic project like that, what are you working on? What's going on that you can talk about?
I have a solo album dropping this Friday. Called Puppies and Alpacas.
I like that.
Yeah, the funny thing is that I actually dropped this project for 24 hours only last year.
I remember that year.
So the day ones and the hardcore fans, they've heard this music, but now they get to stream it, on all streaming platforms. And all the new fans can, pre-order it now and, cop it on Friday.
Okay. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay. We got to throw that on the Friday list.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I don't know what's coming out this Friday. I get worried sometimes because some things drop and I'm like, I don't know what to put first and what not to.
Yeah.
This is hip hop though. So like, because my debut album Phases was basically like more singing than anything, kind of R&B vibes, if anything. Yeah. And the people, who follow me on like social media, I'm always posting raps. And people who know me for rap. So they're like, what about the rapping? So that's where Puppies and Alpacas actually came in. So hopefully that'll satisfy some people who's waiting for that.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking exciting. No, that's super dope. I'm excited. I'm going to check it out. I've been strong arming the Friday releases. I can knock something off the list to throw you in that mix because I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And if it's hip hop, I'm trying to hear some shit.
Yeah. It's like the whole album, because CZ Wonder produced every single beat on album. Yeah. So every track, besides the bonus track at the end, is very soulful.
Nice. Yeah, he does. He goes in. He goes off.
Soulful hip hop.
I think he's Long Island, isn't he?
Yeah. I actually met CZ in person. I think I'm the only person who knows what CZ
that knows he's a person. He's not AI.
I'm so fucking proud of that. I posted a video, but I blurred his face out. I put like a little
kept it mysterious. I like that. Yeah, we don't see him until the government releases that information. But yeah, so Reckless, you can take over, and I've already 20 minutes of my bullshit. You go ahead. You can go.
All good. I want to follow more about the Pony project. Like, how did you guys decide who's on what? Do you guys do like a whole boot camp thing where the best verse goes on this song, or like how did you guys decide who's gonna be on the track?
Yeah, I mean, in a sense, yeah, pretty much, because there were multiple tracks where multiple members all wrote verses, and we just had to really do quality over quantity, and keep that steady number of. We weren't gonna have every song with 7 verses. Like an infinite album. We could have, and it would have still been pretty good. Because I mean, we're pretty good rappers, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But,
I would have just been like, this song is too damn long.
Especially now, this day and age, with the attention span the way it is, it wouldn't have worked out for us.
Can't do that no more. Back in the day, maybe you could have gotten away with it, but now,
I would talk so much if I was in a group and anyone's verse guy. I would DM so much shit talk just to make their next verse that much more. I'd be talking shit.
There's no friendly competition for sure.
You need it. You need it
for sure.
Yeah, it makes things better.
Especially when we got like battle cats like Spec Arson in the building and stuff like that. You got
I like
Show Rock
Spec.
Punchline King over there, you know?
Yo, Show Rock is the fucking truth, man. He like gives me like mainstream, you know, like vibes. Like he's very clean about what he puts out. And I like it. His quality is very good. And he the way he writes is very, very, very particular. But he's dope. Spec is just like dirty. Spec is bodega sandwich wraps. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. Hey, I said quality versus quantity, but Show Rock definitely has both because we call him Show Rock. Like he's a robot, but he's he's crazy. Bangs him out. Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts.
Yeah, I respect it.
And you said like you're the newest member of the group, so like, is there like always open room for new members to come in? You guys trying to make the most biggest rap group ever and shit in hip hop, or what's going on with that?
Nah, when I came in, they shut the doors.
They
shut the door. They made the announcement. They made me write a verse about it because I had to write a verse to introduce myself. Like it was a thing. It was a whole thing.
That's awesome. That's
it was
awesome.
Like Pony is now closed. We got the Fire is a rap.
There you go. There you go. No, that's awesome. See, that's that shit, man. I'm trying to get Long Island to get on some shit like that, man. We need to find a word with a silent letter.
That's the key right there.
Yeah, man. Nobody from Long Island. They all think I'm a pain in the ass. I am a pain in the ass. I get it, you know.
Yeah, we're never gonna break the world record. The world record for the biggest rap group in hip hop was 126 members. The group called Minority Militia from the Central California. It's insane.
That's pretty much how
that's like a real fact.
Yeah, I know some of the guys on there.
That's pretty much how the South rolls. That's how that's how Atlanta rolls. Same thing.
No, that's in California. That's in Central California.
Oh, I hate that. They all are trash. I know they're trash. I know they're trash.
They were all dope.
I don't know what you're talking about, because like these Cali rappers, they got it. These Cali rappers over here. Right.
You already know. Everyone on this poster, damn it. What's up there?
All new Cali rappers.
All you doing, John, is you pointing at me. That's all you're doing.
You're not all new Cali rappers is butt rap to me, bro. They all
I'm repping. I'm Cali.
Yeah, you know, West Coast the best coast.
Oh, this guy, Mickey Fax honorary point. That's cheating. That's a cheat code. That's just cheating. This guy, I watched this guy battle. I watched him come up. I watched him absolutely make Royce change his like life plans. He's a beast. He's a fucking beast. I watched him go crazy on Daylight when Daylight was like my favorite battle rapper at the time. It's like, fuck, Mickey Fax is out here. He's working, bro. He works hard. Yeah.
And salute he blessed us. Like his verse on our album is fire, and he personalized it for us. And
he's the truth.
God bless. Man.
He's one of those rappers. I fuck with rappers like him because he's got the energy of like that dude who's like reading a book and you smack the book out of his hand and he beats your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he can do it all, you know, and not a lot of dudes pull it off. Like usually if you're like a street rapper, you're a street rapper. Usually if you're like a nerd rapper, you're a nerd. He does it all and he does it well, you know, like like higher than that, but he does it like it's all believable. Whichever direction he goes, he's doing it like at 110%, and it's dope. He's always been the truth. I mean, that's how it is. That's how it goes. New York shit. But yeah, go ahead, Rec.
Yeah. So when you started music from the very beginning, like what came first, the rapping or the singing? I think it was the singing, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. My mom was a singer. So I used to sing a lot around the house, and she used to tell me to shut up because apparently it wasn't that good, and I was really loud because I used to try to sing like Mariah Carey, Dalton.
Dolphin sounds and shit.
Yeah. So then I started rapping, and I was like, I was a little bit more accepted with rapping.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would still sing, like I would do my hooks and stuff, but it was I did a lot of whispery kind of singing, like I was just try to use my sweet voice. Yeah, you weren't flexing. Just recently, I just started saying, "Fuck it, I'm gonna yell the same way I was yelling when I was 7 years old." My mom told me to shut up. I'm gonna do that now, and it's working out. It's having people okay with it now.
See, she took a bad trauma and turned it to a good trauma. Yeah, that's what I like to see.
Lemonade.
That's you got to battle your parents because they're out here setting up barriers, but they want to see us win, you know.
And all my singing songs, I send them to my mother now, and she loves them now. So
there you go.
That's it.
Huge victory.
She approves.
Huge victory. I like that.
Yeah.
My mom used to, I can't even talk. My mom never listened to my music. And my brother raps too sometimes. My brother used to always do like gangster shit. And I used to like never curse. And then my mom's like, oh, I don't listen to rap. It's got too much cursing. I'm like, I don't even curse. And then now I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just cursing all the time. Now I don't care anymore.
None of my raps.
You did this, Mom. Now I'm cursing again.
You made me do this.
You made me curse. Bad trauma. That's a bad trauma.
That's what it is.
Not a good one.
How'd you settle on your rap name?
Huh?
How'd you settle on your rap name, Daphya?
Oh, I made that shit up. So my
Nice.
first rap name was Adroit.
Adroit?
Yes, because I was a woo head and I like big words. So I was a fan of the dictionary. I didn't get that far. ADROIT. And I was like, it means smart and clever.
She was playing chess.
Yeah, but it's also a terrible name.
It's not good.
Combining an iPhone and an Android.
So sharp. It just ends, adroit. Yeah, it's
like
sharp.
Android. Just
Yeah.
Android and iPod together.
And you know how hip hop niggas are. They don't even talk clearly, so no one's saying your name right.
No.
Word.
Blur.
I mean, people barely say my name right now if they reading it. I'm either Daphya or Daphia. Like, ain't no Daphya unless I tell them it's Daphya. You know?
Yeah, your name is made for like old hip hop heads. They gotta get it right, But like anyone else, they're struggling, and it's like it makes sense. You like look at it, you should be able to get that, But yeah, that's rap shit. I guess.
I get Daphne a lot too, and I don't have no N in the mix at all.
Oh,
just adding letters.
But yeah, I made it up when I was like 15. I just had like I went into my deep introspective bag, and of course it's like I just thought it was a cute feminine name like Mariah, Shania, Daphya. So that's one. And then we had the of course what everybody thinks, like I spit the fire, so like the fire type. And then I had another reason, which was the critic, the fire, which is the main reason. Like I defy, all the odds, the critics, and anything against me. Define that I am the Defier.
Oh, okay.
That's the main reason for my name. And then I just came up with some extra shit because I just wanted to be extra because that's how I've always been.
AKAs, you got to just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Now, but I mean, the name is good. It's got good. It's got like it's flexible. And just fire alone, 2 syllables. It's nice. It rolls off. You can do whatever you want with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's probably what I'm called the most.
Yeah, it's easy and it's simple, but it's like
since I moved to LA, I'm called Big Sunshine though. That's what I'm called the most out here.
Why are they calling you that? They just smile all the time.
Happy, you're always happy.
That's the reason I called myself that once, and I thought it was funny. But then they fucking ran with it. They love it out here, bro. They be like, "Oh, Big Sunshine coming to the event. It's about to be lit. The sun gonna be shining." I'm like, okay.
I like that. Hell yeah. That's that good positivity. That's that shit I like.
I'm keeping it. It's cemented right now.
Well, that's your new AKA.
Yep.
Word. AKA Chubby Puerto Rican with a hair like Shaka, AKA Big Sunshine.
There you go. That's hip hop shit. You gotta have 100 AKAs, or you don't rap.
I finally have 2. I finally have more than one.
Hey, you're doing it.
Yeah. That's the way to go.
So how was it like growing up in the Bronx compared to Elizabeth, New Jersey, and which one had more of an impact on your music?
I want to. This is weird. I don't know how to say it, but I don't feel like either really had an impact on my music specifically.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I moved from the Bronx to Jersey in middle school, and it was hard for me because I had just gotten popular, and they ripped me out of there and took me to Jersey. I was so upset.
Bad trauma.
Yeah.
Resentment starting to brew.
Yeah. So now I was just like with these girls who at the time, I don't know, like if it was the school I was in, but they were just like really bougie. And I was just like, I don't make sense here. Like, what is happening? Yeah. So then I was hanging out with the boys who were the rappers and passing rap notes in the hallway and stuff like that. But the influences for the music were always the music I was listening to. So it was, the Eminem, the Redman, the Wu-Tang and stuff like that. I don't think I was really musically affected by my actual surroundings.
Oh, okay. Damn, that's that. I mean, that's dope. I mean, that's very original to have that for, because back in the day, we didn't have like all that internet and shit. So it was like whatever people were bumping by us, whatever CDs, we were like just came out.
Yeah,
you know, that's kind of
where
dope.
you're from, that's what we listen to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, no, that's dope. I mean, you know, that gives you that versatility because, like, you know, back in the day, styles were based off of where, you know, you were from. There wasn't no like, you know, you weren't in New York doing some Philly shit. You know what I'm saying? You weren't.
Yeah, but I'm sure the
like
music that I listened to was because of where I was too, because it was all, you know, East
it was
Coast
blowing
rap.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that was that good era. That was that era when that shit started going. I get it though, but I mean, it's a dope collective. You even named off of that, like the M&Ms and Redmans and shit like that. Like
DMX, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah, nah, man. That's the thing with music too. It's like I feel like a lot of people don't even like dive back into those. Like I was a diehard Redman fan growing up, and till this day, I still bump fucking the Malpractice because that album, I don't know. To me, that's my favorite. Everybody, you know, Muddy Waters, I get it. It's great. But Malpractice to me was like my favorite because he worked with everyone on there. He worked with Missy. You know what I'm saying? There was so much into that was super dope. And it's like, I feel like people don't even know. You know,
I'm still a Redman fan. I mean, I'm usually not a name dropper, but I will say this: I did the Redman challenge a couple years ago, and he followed me based off that because he had posted me on his page. And even to this day, I went to the BET Awards and he was there, and I hit him up. He answered. Like
that's
he's
awesome.
so fucking down to earth. It's ridiculous.
Cool dude.
Like
he seems that way.
He's a legend. He's a literal legend.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, he is. He really is. I mean, he showed the world that he is a cool dude. I don't know if you guys remember his fucking MTV Cribs.
Yeah, the best episode.
That was the best shit ever.
Homie on the ground.
Yeah, the open cereal boxes and shit. He kept calling everything the De La Casa suite. The De La Casa
lived in compared to the rest of them.
Oh man, fantastic, bro. But that's like some real shit.
That showed. It was like, man, I don't even need to flex on y'all. Like y'all know.
After seeing like $1 million houses, we were seeing like these crazy big houses, and we see this, and it was just pure entertainment. But it was like he's a real person. He's a human.
Yeah, awesome. And most people like me, like I've been to those kind of houses. Like, oh, that's relatable as fuck.
Hell yeah. I think I lived in an apartment like that for a couple of years with all my band members and homies, bro. I get it. Yeah. Oh, look, see Bison. There would be no Bison without Redman.
There you go.
There you go. Hey, Bison, man. For how versatile you are, bro, you can get a track with him soon. Not not the Metazol way, but you can get a track with that's your man's Reckless. But yeah, you can get something with him. You guys all can, honestly. Like you guys are super talented enough.
Yeah.
So hey, I'm with it. That's what I'd like to see. Like one thing that like even the Mickey Fax verse, I'd like to see all of you guys spar with the I like to call them the middle ground tier, and that's like the my favorite, the Rome Streets and the fucking all those dudes, the soldiers, the foot soldiers of like the Under Griselda type stuff, or even like just those gritty rappers, or Bad Seed, obviously Uncle Bad Seed out here. I'd like to see you guys spar with those, but I'd also like to see you guys just all individually or as a collective do more with just a little bit, shoot a little bit higher as far as like production wise. Like I'd love to see you guys with like all those producers that they work with and shit like that, like Future Waves and stuff like that, because I don't know, man, I could see you guys hanging with those classes easily, and that to me, those are the classes that's like right before getting to that stage. And I can see it. You know what I'm saying? Like some artists, I'm like, yeah, but you'll never rap with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But like you guys, I'm like, I wouldn't even question it. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm not surprised that if any of you guys got the opportunity, you'd fucking lose your mind on those tracks. So it's like, but that's just me again. And it's, it's tough to get that out of me.
I can't speak for everybody, but I know I'm open to it.
Yeah. But I know you, but see, that's the thing. Like you could, because you're fucking versatile as hell. Like you would black out on a track with these dudes who are essentially just rappers, and then hit them with a hook, and the track's yours. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not singing. Yeah, they're not singing. They're just rapping, bro. Like so, it's like I think you would do that. Like I think you could make moves, and like I'm obviously a very, very big fan, very big student of this game. And the way I see like you move and like the talent you got, I definitely get vibes of like, I've known a lot of ghostwriters. I've known a lot of people who just always stayed relevant because of how much work they put in. Like, you're like, you know, you're like a sci-hi to like, you know, these, you know what I'm saying? Like that
Don't
kind of
say
level.
I'm sci-hi. I love sci-hi.
But
You
that's-
compliment me like that.
But you see how he move, you know what I'm saying? Like you see how he move. Like people just think like, oh, he could rap a little bit, but it's like, no, that motherfucker like changed songs. Like he, you know, he sparked an era with the way he writes. Like shit like that, people don't think about. And it's like I could see, you know, when you're hungry and that talented and always like learning, but like just going with time, being able to adapt to all sorts of shit. It's like, yo, it's disrespectful to just be like, oh, as a rapper, or as a singer, like you're an artist, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that.
Appreciate that. Sci-hi. I don't hear that name often enough. Sci-hi, you know what I'm saying?
No, hear respect.
What was it? Saigon, because I was
Saigon.
Yeah, Saigon did a challenge, and one of my bars was like, shit, I forgot what the fucking bar was, but something about me being the princess and Sci-hi, like I threw his name in there too, and then Sci-hi actually got in the comments. I was like,
that's dope. Yeah, that's super dope.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You think of Sci-hi, and then like people may not like, oh, you're not gonna throw his name in these lists and all that shit. But when you think about him, that memory goes deep. You're like, yo, he did a lot. He's done a lot, you know, and it's dope.
He's done it so well.
So
like,
well.
Clean quality. Like, and I'm talking like at a commercial, like with popular type sounding. Like you can't even call him like an underground. Like
he's done it all. He's done it all.
Yeah.
You know, he's done it all. He arguably was
Cruel Summer.
It was on top. He wrote that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's done it all.
Yeah.
You know, he's the truth. But like I when I gauge like your level, I'm like, that's where I put you. You know, you're one of those people that if you would get snatched out of like, you know, those workshops or the music arms, you know.
Yeah.
For those who know about those, but
it's so funny though, because that's really my goal. Is like I said, my main thing is songwriting. I love to play and stuff. Like I just want to be kind of like in the cut, you know.
I mean, most of my favorite artists are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like even right now, my favorite artist right now, just all around, is Sayari the Kid, and he does it all. Like Sayari does it all. And it's just it's shocking how like he came from like people picking him up from like those workshops and all that stuff, and he can sing, he can rap, he'll ghostwrite, he does it all. And
you gotta put me on.
Yo, I'm gonna
I'm
send you his last two. Like he did an R&B album, but he dropped two very hip hop albums, and both of them shits made my top 10, my top 5.
Yeah,
when they drop, they're that good. And when I'm telling you, he fucking went toe to toe with Jadakiss. He went toe to toe with Lloyd Banks, like effortlessly. Like he's one of those.
That
dudes.
says a lot.
Yeah, he's one of those dudes. He's the truth. But yeah, you know, my fault, Reckless. I'm trying to.
It's an interesting conversation. We need to hear this. You know.
Yeah, you know, I get those ideas, but like that's, you know, I relate music to a lot of just like things that I see, and I like attach like, you know, skill sets, and like I usually put people on like levels, you know, of like these are the artists I see in their class, and that's, you know, I gotta let her know hers, you know what I'm saying? Like I give everybody theirs.
You know. So Miss Sci-hi, now that we're
I love it. Okay, Big Sunshine, aka Miss Sci-hi.
You know what I'm saying? Another AK for you.
There you go.
So given that we're in the 50th year of hip hop, and nowadays we're seeing a lot more females predominantly in the game, much more accepted than before, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like we're in a better place because of that, or you think it's just like a one fluke thing going on? Do you do more for females?
I mean, I'm excited for it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm absolutely ecstatic that they're more accepting of female hip hop, you know, acts in general. I would like to see more variety in the style of,
I was just about to ask that.
Yeah,
because like y'all know me, like I'm just not that. It don't mean I don't like it, because I will twerk. Like
it's
if I twerks, I posted a couple videos. Like my ass been out there a little bit. I'm not even gonna front, but not all the time. You know, like that.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Yeah.
No. Do you feel like we're like more promoting like the thoughty female rappers now instead of like the real rhymers and shit, or do you feel like they're eventually gonna get their due?
I think it's up to the consumers at the end of the day.
Sex
And what
sells.
they want to put
Sex
in the
does
forefront. Yeah.
Sex sells. Porn is the
And it
industry that'll
always
never
will.
stop.
That's
Always will.
never gonna change. Sex
Well,
sells.
always will. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, if you think about it,
And that's
I mean,
why I'm gonna keep twerking every 6 months.
you gotta,
Just for,
hey, that's it.
10 seconds, and
Gotta
that's
sell
it.
it. You gotta sell it every now and then. We're just a little, you know, a little throw it out there, you know, a little bit. Nah, but it's, I definitely like. I think it's a fun thing. It's dope to see, like, you know, obviously it's always dope to see females in the forefront and like getting their due. But it does get a little like, you know, you can be creative about it, like.
Mm-hmm.
Like No Name just dropped her album. Huge No Name fan. She can rap her ass off, and she talks a lot about her pussy on the album. But the album is flawless. It's not, you know, she didn't like outdo it, and it's almost like she made her pussy majestic on the. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like she wasn't just like, you know, some ladies are throwing it out there, you know, like fucking fast food pussy raps, but she's just hers had glitter sparkles on it. And I'm like, this is great. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you know, this is
like I have sex bars that I sprinkle on my shit too when I get on my like little cock and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they're always a bar. Like I don't just say like I have a great vagina. No, there's a bar. It's a metaphor. It's like there's more to it. Like pay attention.
That's a bar. I'm sound clipping that. But yeah, no, but like I feel like it's been overdone so much that like it's not fun anymore. You know, and that's what like I want someone to have fun with it. You know, like if you're gonna talk about your box and like, you know, taking dudes' money, have fun with it. Like, you know, set some punchlines up, make it fun. Give me something. But no, you know, I get it though. Like sex sells. I mean, we're in the era of like the 7 deadly sins are alive.
Yeah.
But there's also a couple girls that really, really do got bars. One that I am really like, I listen to a lot of her old posts. She did a lot of like, I guess like TikToks and stuff like that where she just spit verses. And that's Scarlett. She got bars.
She's dope. I follow her.
I fuck with Scarlett heavy. I did the Scarlett challenge.
And even with her, I feel like
all them challenges,
even with her, I feel like they're trying to push her even down like the sexy route.
I know that already. Yeah,
I'm watching her. I'm trying to hear bars. I don't care if she had a wardrobe malfunction. I don't go. She could be out there in a tracksuit, and I'll be like, yeah, like let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell do I need to see titties for? I'm hearing bars, you know, and I'm not mad at it. I'm like, I love titties, but like, come on, I want to hear some bars.
But at the end of the day, she's trying to expand. So she already got the people who like bars are gonna like her regardless because she got bars.
She's
like, okay, maybe let me show a little bit of titties so they can like me too.
Maybe she wants to show, you know, maybe she's feeling sexy right now. Who knows?
Right? Or maybe she's just feeling herself because she's like, I'm on now.
I'm not mad at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like too vulgar. Like what's that album I did? Oh, Sexy Red. My pussy pink, my booty hole brown. I was like appalled. I was shocked. Like I was listening to it like, oh my goodness. Like, like I wanted to like just go outside and like cover like a random child's ears. Like, you know, to protect them. The whole album. The whole album was that.
I didn't hear it. You listened to the.
I reviewed it and I was very shocked.
Oh, that's your job.
Yeah, that's what I do. I was shocked. I was like, yo, because when I was like, oh, I know this girl from that song, and I was like, every song. I was exhausted. I like saged. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough, man.
That's crazy.
Hey, that's what they're pushing, you know. Hey, I guess.
Hopefully it changes though.
I do have to say that I saw. I'm so sorry to interrupt. I saw a picture of her with Drake, like, and they were all hugged up. That I liked because that gave me hope. You know, that I got a shot. Like I was just like, okay,
with Drake.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, if that little,
I love to see that.
If that little industry plant white girl could get that close to Drake, anybody can. You'll be all right. That interviewing one.
They're not close no more though. They blocked.
She's a plant. She is such a plant.
For sure.
I didn't know her interview. Her interviews are dope though. I like that.
She stole that poor British girl's whole style. I like that British girl who's eating chicken with artists in England.
I
didn't know who that is. I just know it's
there's this girl. She's been doing it for years, and she's like I watch it all the time. I go on YouTube, and she's been doing it with like low tier artists, and she started making it to like, you know, Rex Orange counties and like you know, with like big name artists. this girl just popped up and they stubbed that girl. They like snuffed her and I'm like, that sucks. She stole literally the awkward shit. Like this girl did that. The awkward shit, she did it all. And this little skinny white girl just stole it. And I'm like, what's going on here? It's chaos.
Name of the game, man. Whoever gets to it first, I guess.
Bro, clones, man. You can clone people and then just throw money at it and it's popular. It's fucked up. Yeah, it's scary.
But
how do you protect your music? But yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say, how do you protect your sound? But yeah.
It's hard right now, especially with AI is coming in, but that's another conversation.
Speaking of that, where's Lou at? Fucking Lou will fall for every AI Drake album. Like, I think this is a leak. I think they sound good. Them AI shits be sounding good. Lou be like, I think they leaked. I think this is it. I think this is a real version of it. I'm like, nigga, it's not out. Like, just wait.
That's a little bit sad though. Oh.
Yo, they sound good though. He'll send it in our chats and shit. Like, yeah, I think this is real. And I'm like, yo, this does sound good. It sounds like Drake, but
So the third podcast, tell us about that. How did it get started? And how do you get on that?
The third podcast was actually my third attempt at creating a podcast, which is why the title is what it is. I gave up. I was just like, because my first podcast was with my old engineer, Con Boogie. That was going to be the Dead Ass Podcast. And then that didn't work out. Yeah, the logo he created for it was so cute too. It was like a little donkey with X's on the eyes. It was adorable. But,
that's awesome.
Yeah, we just couldn't make it because we wanted to record authentically in person, and he was living in Queens. I was in Jersey. It's over an hour and a half drive, and then we just couldn't make it work, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. So then my second attempt was the Mad Podcast. MAD, Marela and Daphya, my best friend Marela, who might be in the chat right now, actually. But we actually recorded a bunch of episodes. We just never released them. And then I ended up moving back to Jersey, and it was the same deal. We wanted to do it in person and be authentic and like just have that real time reaction type thing. And then I was just like, I'm just going to try myself. And I just started season 5. So
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Nah, it's dope.
My last season is the first one where I had guests. So I was just talking to myself for a really long time.
Which is fine.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I think about doing that, but I know I would cancel myself.
Like, I worry about that.
Yeah, you hear that.
Yeah, I'm already like, it's hard to shut me up. Like the shit that goes on, I'm just gonna say some shit. I'll be like, well, man, I fucked up. But that's how it goes. No, but that's dope though. Running a podcast is fun. Like that's one thing the pandemic showed was like super fun. Like, cause like even when when I started Not Ya Manz, it was like an in-person thing, but we just did audio. We weren't like doing camera stuff. And it was dope. Like it was a dope experience. It was good being around my homies. It was my buddy WLP, DJ Philly. And then like when you start doing it from home, I was like, all right, I'm gonna start doing this and that. And I was like, I could just run it by myself. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I kind of miss people, Yeah. I was like, I miss people, but it's fun.
I actually had my first in-person guest for the third podcast. It's going to be episode 3 that drops next Monday. Shout out Mark with a Q. But yeah, that's going to be the first episode where we were actually in person. So the sound quality is not as good just because I didn't have the setup. It's trial and error.
$400 YouTube setup.
Yeah. But the video is going to look really good. I had good lighting.
There you go.
So.
Okay. There you go. Nice. That's awesome. We had an interview. This was a while ago. I'm about to call him out, man. Low key. Where's he at? He changed his name. His name is Key Babe now, but
oh shit.
Yeah, low key. He was the truth, bro. He was a crazy dude from California. This crazy Asian cat. He was making some soulful, some good ass music. And I like rented out a spot in New York in the city. We went and hung out in the city. We did like a, interview in the city and all that. And then he just never sent me the footage. I'm like, all right, man.
Oh.
I was like, all right.
Yeah, that sucks. Like my single that I just released, I actually dropped a single the same day of the Pony album. It's called That Bad. I shot the music video for that 2 years ago.
Nice
footage going. Yeah, the cameo is what is that? What the canvas on Spotify. It's like the little moving image that shows what the song does. That was from the music video that I shot for it. Yeah, so you see the Hollywood sign in the back because I manifested this move to LA a long time ago.
Yeah. That's the move. That's the move, man. I was supposed to move to LA a long time ago. I'm upset I still didn't. But yeah,
it's still time. We outside. We over here. I'm waiting.
I got a kid. I got a Long Island kid. We're getting into crossing. We're yo-yoing over here. We're stuck. We're here.
New York's more expensive than LA. Just saying.
Oh my god, I don't want to talk about that. That's a podcast. That's me alone, just cursing for fucking an hour and a half. Like that's
Your
just
man from NY fucking podcast,
bro. It is not even fair how expensive it is out here. I'm over here wasting electricity doing that. Nah, but you know that's how it is.
So one of my favorite parts of the interview, John knows already. Top 5 favorite rappers of all time. Let's go.
Ooh.
Oh God, let's go. That was good. Let's go.
Storm.
I never edit my list because I don't dare to like expand. But I'll go number 1 Eminem.
Nice.
Okay. Eminem.
Number 2 Drake.
Nice. King Light Skin.
Number 3 Kanye, which I know is. Hey, that's why I said I never changed my list. I made this list a very long time ago.
Hey, that's fine.
Hey, Kanye West, not Ye. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is full artist, so let's count everything. Let's count
everything.
Production, the impact on hip hop that he had with polos and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It all counts. Then we have was he 4 or 5? No,
he was 3rd. Oh no, I thought you meant like where were you at? No.
Yeah. I don't remember my order now though, but Ludacris is definitely top 5.
Super underrated.
Very.
I agree.
Fast and Furious movies killed him.
He went to space, which I predicted, but that's a whole different story.
Oh, Jay-Z. Jay-Z was supposed to be number 4. I'm sorry.
Boo.
Okay, so we'll leave Luda at number 4. Jay, sorry, you 5 now, because John D.
Don't change your list for him.
I'm the biggest Jay-Z hater
John D
all
more
time.
than Jay-Z, okay?
I encourage this whole debate.
I'm the biggest Jay-Z hater all time.
He's the kind of man who listens to the Bills on his own time and acts like you don't.
I hate on Jay-Z so much. I've been hating on Jay-Z since the beginning. People don't even know.
Yeah.
It's New York shit, but that's solid. All right, I got a question though. Mm-hmm. So since we're going about this list, since number 1 is M, how do you feel about like old M versus new M?
Yeah, it's big drastic change.
Really, I don't think so. And I think that's the problem with with the way people accept him now is that there hasn't been enough change. I mean, the only real change I think is that, well, no.
He's not around black folks.
He's not on drugs.
He's not around black people no more. That's what it is.
I just feel like he's still, it's not changed because he still tries to prove how good he can rap.
Yeah.
But we already know.
We know. And we want him to just not prove. We just want him to have a good time.
Yeah, I would love to hear Eminem just vibe out. Like
just
if
rap.
I ever got that opportunity to get with him in the studio, like I would definitely. I mean, hopefully he would take the constructive criticism, okay, knowing how much I love him.
I want to see him just rap with like all my rap heroes. But like production wise and shit like that. Like I want to hear him and like Q-Tip. I want to hear him, you know what I'm saying? Him and like with like do some primo shit. Just have fun. Like do like a hip hop world tour and just start rapping with like the great.
Another Dre produced album or something where he's having fun.
Have some fun. Yeah. I feel like the whole proving stuff and the trying to be edgy is whatever. Like give me some real shit. Give me some emotional shit. Like we get it. You can rap like a calculator. Like let's get back to Smooth M, who was styling with like 50 Cent in his corner. You know, like that M.
And with Obi Trice shit.
That's saucy shit. That's what I want to hear. But maybe we'll get a Devil's Night too. Who knows?
Hopefully, let's manifest that shit.
That'd be fire. I'd be a big fan of that.
It's real. I'm big on the law of attraction. We can do it.
So what you got?
So if you wanted to see any kind of project made in hip hop, talking 50-year anniversary, like what's a project you'd always want to hear happen that maybe not happen, but you want to hear? Like for example, I want to hear a whole Jay-Z album produced by Dre. Like what would you like to see? I know.
Can I just like call people back? Because I kind of like there are certain female rappers that I miss that kind of just disappeared, like Eve.
Yeah.
I would like to see Eve come back and just like do like a comeback album.
Yeah.
Because I know she still got it.
Oh yeah.
She's just,
This is the perfect time for a lot of those old school ladies to like come back because like women aren't rapping. Women aren't working hard right now, so they would come back with like full force.
Yeah, just embrace the new gen.
No shade to Lil' Kim because we all love Lil' Kim, but like she tried to come back when like Nicki was on fire.
Yeah,
the best.
That's it. You came back during
Nicki
a dangerous.
Is one of the best rap.
You came back,
of all time.
She came back during an era where like Remy just got out, Nicki was on fire, Cardi B was about to start getting a little heat under her. Like this is a scary. Like there were some women, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Rhapsody was out here snapping. Like, we love you, Lil' Kim, but like.
We love you, Lil' Kim.
Yeah, but I still got that poster.
Yo, Max, like coming in comfortably to like those beasts is like, nah, chill out. Take a break, like learn a little bit.
Yeah, do it right now.
It's definitely an okay time. No,
now it's a no-brainer. It's easy.
Like I said, there's some that are really, really out here spitting, but I think if Eve came back, I think it would do okay. I think she'd be I think she did really well, actually. But I'm underplaying it.
Trina put out something too, and she did all right.
She would be hella dope.
She sounded good. She did something. I don't know how long ago. I don't know. I'm mush, but I know it was recent, and I remember it sounding good.
Yeah, Trina is dope, and Trina never stopped working. Essentially, like she just laid low more, but I know she was like on Love and Hip Hop and stuff.
Oh, we lost her.
Oh, there she goes back again.
There she's back.
Yeah, Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah. So she never fully stopped working, I feel, Trina.
Yeah. That's probably why she stayed like still sounding good. But there's a lot of like, a lot of ladies that I want to see like come back and snap. So speaking of lady artists, who would you want to work with? Like of the new and of like, your heroes?
Anyone you have your eye on?
Oh yeah. If we doing heroes, I'm gonna go Queen Latifah.
Whose album dropped and she dropped a crazy verse on it?
Oh yeah, she did recently rap. She recently did a rap.
It was on someone's album recently, and it was nuts. Yeah, it was nuts.
I missed that.
Yeah, it was recent. Yeah. It was like, I remember. I'm pretty sure I reviewed it, but I remember here. I'm like, oh, whoa. Shit, I'm trying to remember whose album.
She should have never taken a break. So she had that kind of fire.
Yeah, she fucking snapped. But yeah, Queen Latifah. Who else? Give me like three of each. Three old, 3 heroes, 3 new.
Okay, so. I'll say Eve again because I brought her up for a reason. She was one of my favorites when she was on with the Rough Riders and all that.
Yeah.
Who else did I love? Oh, we gotta go Rod Digger too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, which I thought I didn't even know she was a girl when I first heard her because I didn't see her. All I did was hear her on the track. Yeah, I thought she was a dude, and then I was young
saw her in that,
with my man voice, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's a girl! I can really do this!" She really brought that out of me because I don't feel like Eve had that, or even Queen Latifah had that. Like Rod Digger was the one that was like, "Oh, she sounds like me," kind of.
Yeah. Rod Digger. I feel like Rod Digger doesn't get as much credit as she absolutely deserves because she was big in like battle rap and all sorts of other stuff like that. Like she deserves that respect.
She was on his. She was on that one Mariah Carey and Busta Rhymes track.
Yeah, and she's another one that never stopped working. She's still outside. Like she was literally on tour. She was at the BET Awards that I was talking about earlier. She was there doing her thing with Busta Rhymes because he got the honorary award or the lifetime achievement type award. Yeah. Yeah. So that was really dope to see.
All right, what's the 3 new age? Who the 3 new school girls?
New age first. I'm gonna say the flavor of right now. I'm gonna go Ice Spice. I said what I said.
Boo.
That nigga munch.
Yo, somebody posted on TikTok. Some girl was like, "Yo, Ice Spice and Pop Smoke rap the same," and she was like, "Literally, you just changed the subject matter. It's the same thing." And that's all I hear now. I hear her songs, but in his voice.
I can't get mad at Ice Spice. I can't get mad at her. I don't know. I just simping.
I didn't choose her for her rapping though. I have
just
to
for
be
the pop,
honest.
just for that's business.
No, not even that. I chose her because I saw her do an interview. I forget Rob Lowe, I think is his name from Apple. And the way she carried herself and spoke to him, I was like, okay, she. I like her, and she's young, and she seems to have a really good head on her shoulders, and I think she's gonna actually have some longevity because of the way that she spoke in that interview.
Okay.
I can see that, because I used to sing the same way as John thinks of her, of the Migos, and they stood the test of time. And I was like, all right.
The Migos, I think Childish Gambino made them. All right.
Really? I would argue Jake Gyllenhaal made them. Jake Gyllenhaal, when he
Childish Gambino did. I remember I saw it happen. They were on the first season of ATL, and when Donald Glover won an award, he was like, "That and Bougie is the greatest song of all time" by the Migos, and they literally, like, white parents were playing it for their kids, and it took them to a whole different level, and they blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Insane.
Good looks, Childish Gambino.
Yo, that's a cosign.
That's a major cosign.
Well, yeah, he's amazing. That's the man that does it all too. What?
Does it all. Literally everything.
Yeah.
Acting, writing, stories, everything.
Stand-up comedy. Like,
everything.
Oh, I love him.
Big fan. Big fan.
Same.
Bison remembers that. He remembers that. The Childish Gambino. I'm all about these low cuts, these small, like little trivia. I hold on to these things.
Yeah. Those little moments create big things.
Yeah, I remember them shit.
Wait, would you consider Nicki Minaj like she's still relevant?
She's both to me.
Okay,
she's both to me. She's
okay, so throw Nicki in there because I love Nicki. I think she's one of the greatest hip hop artists of all time. I
like that she's working with women now. Yeah, I like that she's working with women now.
She's kind of not really like too full-fledged.
She never did. She gatekeeped women back in the day. Yeah, she gatekeeped women, and I'm like, come on. And now she's working with women. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that or 6'9".
I mean, I didn't know she was gatekeeping that.
She was being the worst. Every time women came out, she always like shut them down, and it's like, why?
Until Cardi came around, she couldn't shut her down.
Yeah, Cardi stopped it. That's the reason. Yeah. Like Cardi literally put a hold to it. Now she just dropped a replica of the Megan song. She dropped a replica of Cardi B song with her. Nicki Minaj, fucking lizard people of rap.
Lizard
one more.
People of rap. Hey.
One more. I really got to think on this one.
Because I did what she had to do. Oh, we love Cardi. I love Cardi.
Yeah. Cardi's all right. She's not. She's just fun. She raps like she's yawning. But
she didn't have to go that hard on the first track.
Yeah, she's hard. Like she's just eternally yawning on a track.
Yeah, if I'm focusing on making like quality music, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not necessarily choosing Cardi, even though Cardi be having bars. But
she has.
I just don't feel like me and her would actually like mesh well on a track. Is the thing. Like I love her music, but I don't know if I would be able to work with that, like on the same track.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, oh my god, this is really hard. When I'm really having trouble with this third one, but I'm thinking really, really hard.
I got two. I got two in my head that I'm like, they would be fun. You guys would be fun.
I got two that you'd be dope with too.
Yeah.
Give me options. Go ahead.
Like I would see you with either Lady of Rage,
nice,
wow,
or Snow the Product.
You just love Snow the Product.
I love Snow the Product. But
I got two new age. I think you'd be fun with the Doja Cat rapping, and I think with Lizzo. Why not Doja? Oh, because of the demon stuff. Now you don't want her to, crawl on the ceiling while you're in the booth.
I think Doja Cat is one of the most talented artists.
She's dope, and she can rap.
I am not a fan of her personality, and
she's nuts.
She's an asshole.
I don't like her. Like
I get that. But I feel like her music is very fun. I feel like you like the Clash because she can do it all. I think that'd be a fun clash. But I think Lizzo is another one of those artists that can do it all. Who also I think you would be a fun track.
That's another one that it came out that her personality might be trash. I don't want to say
that, bro. People, they're all mean.
You can't be doing that shit to people, and then you're trying to promote the opposite.
They're all Illuminati. They're all Illuminati.
Yeah,
okay, so if we put that to the side, then I guess I would go Doja just for the simple fact that, she's wild with it, and I know that I'm like I even say I'm kind of goofy, and they like it. Like I'm a goofy ass person and rapper, but yeah. Probably we could do something fun.
Yeah. I'd like to imagine artists working with like fun, like a no name, but like, you know, you would have to tell her that you hate white people first. So you can't do a no name unless you tell her that, because she's nuts. Yeah. But you know, that's how she is. That's her energy. And I get it.
I don't hate white people.
I know. You just can't make a track with her unless you tell her that. She's nuts, but she's super dope. And it's like, shit. But there's a lot of dope ladies out there. I feel like you could hang with a lot of like Armani Caesar, you know, a lot of the Griselda ladies, and there's
Jean Grey would be another good one we would sound dope with.
Man, where's Jean Grey been at?
I don't know. She died or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I'll say that. I'm about to DM Quell Chris.
Check up on these rappers, you know?
Yeah, facts. Also the truth. Been around way longer than people even realize, but the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I respect it.
Yeah. You got anything else you want to ask the people out there at all? Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, don't even ask her. Plug your shit.
Yeah.
What's coming up? What's out? Plug it all in there. Tell people where to go. All of it.
I feel like I don't even have to, because we like talked about everything I'm doing. So of course,
they kind of, you know, but want to give you that extra, you know,
because of this professional man over here. This guy over here.
Nah, like we talked about the third podcast. We got the third podcast. All seasons are available on Spotify. We drop new episodes every Monday. And as far as music, just dropped that Pony album. So that's still, you know, available for purchase. Then I also dropped that single called That Bad. That's available out now. Now, what we got coming in the future this Friday is that Puppies and Alpacas album.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure to check that out. Sure.
Yeah, it's a short and sweet album, but it's super motivational. It's a rags to riches story. I'm all about my conceptual art. Every album I have is conceptual.
I love that. I'm like that, too.
Yeah, and then I have the first installment of a series I have called Deja Vu coming out, and that's going to be on September 29th. That's the first installment. It's called Gisbon, Gisbon, Guess I Should Be Okay Now. And we have two versions of the same exact song that are completely different, though. Okay. And I'm looking to possibly have a music video to that, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So if we do, we'll drop the music video on the same day. Nice. And then I have a whole nother album with my twin Bison, who've been heavy in the chat. But that date is to be disclosed. But that's gonna be last quarter.
That's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be my personal favorite. We had fun making it. We had fun shooting a music video for it. We had fun just reminiscing about it. That album is.
I know that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, look forward to that.
It's crazy. I'm so proud of that body of work.
Hearing that, it's almost like hearing like two Slaughterhouse members about to do an album together. That's how it sounds.
But like Slaughterhouse members who can sing.
Yeah. If you like to vibe, you can vibe with us. It's a vibey album. The whole
nice. Thing. I love that. I'm very excited for that. I'm excited for the Alpacas Jam that's dropping Friday.
I love the name.
I'm super excited.
Thank you. I love animals.
Yeah, Alabama.
I can't afford alpacas yet, so you know it's like puppies.
That's the goal.
I'll get there. That's the title track also.
Yeah. And also, you can metaphorically think of alpacas, like you got the chopper out, you know.
Yo, facts.
Alpaca.
You got to go to Caesar Milan's farm, man. He got an alpaca out there. Be helping him train dogs, man. That guy lives the life I want to live. But Madam, this was fantastic. This was very lovely. This was dope.
Agreed.
Very good to just chop it up with you, talk music, my favorite thing in the world. And also just to see how much work you got in the tuck, man. You made me want to put out something, but I like hoarding my music, man.
I waited for a long time. That's why this is all coming out now.
Oh, it's awesome. I need to have that moment for me. I got to join a quartet, you know, something.
Let it go. Free yourself.
But yo, we truly appreciate you. Thanks for chopping it up. Also, check her out. Everything. I'm going to put the links and all that stuff. I was also on her podcast if you want to get a good laugh.
Check out that episode.
More unhinged. But yo, again, appreciate you. Anything you need from us, you know, you could always reach out. We got you. All right, we got you. We love you. You have a good time. Peace out, y'all. Y'all enjoy yourselves, everybody. I'm out. Oh, look at this. I did it wrong. Look at this. Look at that finish. You feel me? There we go. Now we're at